When people overindulge at a restaurant, they often apologize to their livers. Having too much to drink solicits the same response. This only confirms the fact that they know that their livers would have to work extra hard when it has to process foods that are not good for the body. In today's video, we'll cover the most harmful foods that you should avoid for your liver. By the end of the video, you'll have a better understanding of what foods you should consume and what to avoid. Our livers work almost around the clock to keep us healthy. The liver digests food and filters toxins from the body. It also has the function of detoxifying the blood and producing particular proteins for blood plasma. In addition, it helps to process hemoglobin, to utilize its iron and help to control blood sugar levels and coagulation. Finally, it produces bile, which aids in the transportation of waste and the breakdown of fats in the small intestine during the digestive process. When we eat the right foods, we help the liver to keep our entire bodies healthy. But there are certain foods that we consume that put the liver under distress. Let's unmask the main culprits. Number 10. Baked goods. Ban the goods from the bakery and your health will improve drastically. This is easier said than done, as most of us love to indulge in cookies, cakes, muffins, and everything made from dough. Most baked goods contain a substantial amount of sugar that often contributes to obesity. Also, as these baked goods make the triglyceride levels in the body increase due to the fat content, it can lead to diseases that affect the liver. Refined flour, which is mostly used in baked goods, is hard to digest, and it can contribute to the accumulation of fat in the liver. Number 9. Bread. Bread is in the category of its own, as this forms part of many cultures' staple diets. The main problem is the fact that it's mostly made of refined grains. Not only does white bread lack minerals, essential vitamins, and fiber, but it's converted directly into sugar when it's consumed. It has also been cited as one of the main causes of fatty liver disease. Change your lifestyle to rather eat whole grain bread if you can't go without your daily bread. Number 8. Fatty foods. Fast food is almost always fatty food, and fatty foods are bad for your body, especially for your liver. These foods are high in saturated fats and what we also refer to as trans fats. It's difficult for the body to digest these types of fats, and your liver will work extra hard to fight inflammation. Sustained inflammation over time may convert the saturated fats into cirrhosis and increase the bad cholesterol while decreasing the good cholesterol. This will also result in an increased risk of heart disease and strokes. And you would be lucky to avoid fatty liver disease. Keep your saturated fat to less than 10% of your total daily calories, about 13 grams in total. Number 7. Salty foods. You may love the flavor of salt, but your liver does not agree with you. It may take a conscious effort to cut down your consumption of salt, as many products we buy in the supermarkets already contain added salt. Most common to this list are canned soups that are rich in sodium, savory snacks like chips and salty biscuits that are also full of saturated fats, and also processed cheese. Hidden inside ketchup, packaged noodles, and some cereals are substantial amounts of added salt. Excessive salt in the body can lead to water retention, which in turn leads to fatty liver disease and contributes to obesity. Number 6. Red meat. For those who don't follow a plant-based diet, here is one reason to consider a change. Although red meat is high in protein and a preferred source for some people, it has always been known that it is a taxing job for your liver to digest red meat. If you eat a lot of red meat, there may be a buildup of protein in your liver that can cause the liver to become sick and have an adverse effect on the brain as well as the kidneys. There are plenty of good protein alternatives available. Number 5. Processed meats. Processed meats like salami, bacon, and hot dogs tend to be very high in saturated fats. A lifestyle that's filled with these types of foods will result in liver damage over time. The habit of eating processed and red meats are the number one reason for the development of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Avoid processed meats altogether if you can, but if you're a little addicted, try to choose very lean portions and eat that in small amounts. Number 4. Coloring, flavoring, and preservatives. Chemicals like food colorings, flavorings, and preservatives put a tremendous strain on the liver and should be avoided as far as possible. If you become conscious of this fact, you may have a hard time finding the right foods. With this in mind, you may be forced to make a complete lifestyle change from canned foods to eating raw and fresh to avoid the above toxins. Number 3. Sodas and fizzy drinks. If you drink aerated drinks occasionally, your body may be able to get rid of the damaging elements. But if it's a daily habit, you are setting your liver up for failure sometime in the future. Sodas are a major contributor to being overweight, and if you're obese, your liver tends to accumulate more fat. This deadly combination of sugar and refined carbohydrates is known as empty calories and will be detrimental to the health of your liver. Learn to drink lots of water to help your body stay hydrated and healthy. Number 2. Alcohol. Quit drinking if you want to become your liver's savior. Alcohol is the single most detrimental compound that can cause extensive damage to the liver, especially if you consume that on a regular basis. During the breaking down process of alcohol, the chemical reaction can cause damage to the cells of the liver, and that can lead to inflammation, cellular death, and ultimately liver fibrosis. Chronic alcohol consumption also blocks the absorption of nutrients, therefore making the liver more toxic. Liver cirrhosis is irreversible scarring of the liver, and you may end up vomiting blood and having jaundice. Your body can store excess fluids and you may eventually get liver cancer. This sobering thought may convince you to sober up. Number 1. Vitamin A supplements. Technically speaking, supplements are not food, but some people consume that as if it is a regular meal. Although vitamin A is an essential micronutrient that plays an important function in the immune system, it is fat-soluble, and excess vitamin A will be stored in the fatty tissue of the liver. This can ultimately cause liver problems. It's therefore better to find your daily dose of vitamin A in natural choices, such as fruits and vegetables, instead of using supplements. The bottom line is that it's imperative to look after your liver to the best of your ability. When liver failure occurs, it will affect many other organs in your body, and you may experience a substantial decrease in your quality of life. A non-functional liver may result in complications such as infections, electrolyte deficiencies, and even internal bleeding. Make these few changes to your lifestyle to ensure that your liver will be functional for the wonderful years of your life that are yet to come. If you learned a few things and enjoyed the video, we would love to hear from you. Are you a subscriber to our channel? If not, now's the time to hit that subscribe button. By ringing that notification bell, you'll be informed the moment we place new content. See you in our next video.